It's that time of year when we have a brand new paper collection, and this one is called Spice Market.
Oh, and it's so pretty. We've got ribbons, papers, dazzles, and wait till you see the butterflies.
Yes, we've got a wonderful collection and a design team to play with them first. Come play with us. And welcome to Spice Market. Look at all the goodies.
Pretty? That's got kind of a, what does that look remind you of?
I just think it's gorgeous.
It's kind of an Eastern look, just a little bit. It is beautiful.
Yeah, a little tiny bit.
Okay.
But, so we've got ribbons, papers, butterflies.
Right, dazzles, embellishments with buttons.
Right.
I'm sure we're going to start
and flowers.
with and flowers. We're going to start with those papers.
We're going to start with the papers.
Because that's where it all starts.
Yes, and of course, hot off the press, we're going to give you ideas right on the package, using what's in the package, both on the front and different ones on the back. In fact, we may even show you some of those.
These are I love that yellow in there. It's so bright and colorful.
It is, yes.
Okay.
So this is the front piece, and as you can see, it's got so much going on, as we always do.
Right, but I think it's a little bit misleading that you're seeing this dark, but wait till you see the bright colors.
Yes, right, there are more. So you can see that there's kind of a filigree in the background of it. Pretty.
Beautiful, jewel-like almost.
Right, and music up there, so really gorgeous. Okay, so the next sheet is very pink, as you can see, and it's got the swirls on the edge. It's got some of the yellow in the background too, so it's kind of watercolor back there. And then we go to the lighter tones. Really spectacular.
This looks like a printed linen, almost a batik look. I love that.
Then into a green tone-on-tone with that same filigree in the background. Then a very broad stripe, so that's going to be fun to cut apart and play with. And then again, a lighter all over. So
which is nice to work with all of the other papers.
And we're going to flip them and just quickly show you the back pieces. So
borders,
more borders, a tinier filigree with all the colors, a yellow, but with pink in the back and some black on top. Isn't that pretty? Just
gorgeous.
Really pretty. And then a dot, but there's also ghosted images in the background.
Right, and the ribbons that go with this, 36 inches of each. There are 12, and they're going to match those perfectly. A nice wide crepe. Got a couple of different crepes in there. You've got the grid. You've got that great glitter velvet on black. I really love this new one. It's called Shimmer, and this is like a silver shimmer.
Right, very
so pretty. And now that doesn't come off. It's not like glitter that will come off. Same with the other glitter ribbon. But you're also going to get a nice glimmer ribbon too. Very fun.
Now let's leave the papers out because I want to show you the butterflies.
And how they look on that.
And how they look. Yes, the butterflies are beautiful. They are plastic. And as you just discovered, they are doubles.
Right.
So you can see that. But they're magic. Look at this. Okay, so they're on pink, stay there. Yeah. And so they blend with the pink. But look what happens when you pop the yellow in.
Ooh,
they go there.
They do.
Now look what happens when you pop the green in.
They match there perfectly.
They match there too.
What happens on the black? Anywhere. I don't know. I think they might. Then the gold shows up. Great.
Yes, look at that. So
absolutely
really kind of neato.
So when you're looking at them and you're saying, oh look, these are, I don't know if they're going to match my stuff because I see sort of pinks and greens, but really they go with everything. So
yeah, now we put them with Spice Market, but my belief is that you can put them anywhere. I think they will just, because they're see-through, they're going to transform and go with anything. Okay. Now let's bring this.
Are we going to look at the dazzles?
Well, I kind of want to do one little game.
Okay.
So let's back up a bit and with this, okay, so that's gorgeous, right?
It is.
And I think you can do some things like this. Look at that. Isn't that neat? It just matches up perfectly.
It does.
And unless you play with it, you don't know.
Right.
So you can do this.
So move it around, get some different perspectives. Choose your photos if you're going to do a double page spread, and then just start laying them out and saying, okay, do I like it this way? Do I like it this way?
You can just do a lot. So I think that I just think it's fun, and I just want to encourage you to mess with it a bit. Okay, so I'm done with that.
Play with it.
Yeah, then we're going to bring in the Spice Market Dazzles, and you can see they're black with that fabulous silver foiling on the edge. There are 81 of them. And the package also shows you some different projects using them. And
love
as
that.
always, do you like them?
I do.
And borders, some
Here.
nice large motifs.
Let's turn them
Oh,
over.
you want to
the
turn it right
words-
side
I
up?
want to read the words.
Okay.
You make my soul happy. So some great stuff here. Let's see, in harmony, so blessed.
Let your free spirit soar.
Good vibes. I absolutely love that
Yes,
one.
very fun.
So these are beautiful,
Very
and I
pretty.
love. There's lots of dragonflies and that matching imagery on here.
Now the embellishment pack. Now these are now done just exclusively to match our paper. So you can see there's a lot of the pink and the purple, but you also have the sequins in yellows, and you've got the pearls in green, and you've got the micro beads, the seed beads
in there.
right.
Yeah.
So just
pretty.
Yeah, it's a little deceiving when it's standing up. It looks like it's all just kind of pink and purple buttons, but not so. It's got everything
And
else
they're
in
made
there.
to match. We make those to match
Yes.
perfectly with the papers.
And then we added the ivory flowers, so you've got that as another embellishment. So we really try to put these
Wonderful.
together. I
Okay.
do want to tell you something on the butterflies,
All right.
is that we bought a bunch of these.
Okay.
So that it's so frustrating, I'm sure for you, it is for us, when there's something and you go, oh, I want to get it, and it's sold out,
Right.
after a short time. We bought a whole bunch, so
Right.
we'll
but
have them
these
for
are
you.
so cool.
Yeah.
I still think they're going to go quick. So get
Okay.
two.
No matter what I say. Okay, so now we're going to get into projects. Okay, so here is, remember that pink swirl? It was over on the top edge.
Beautiful.
Put that at the fold of your card.
Right.
And play with the papers going behind that giant dazzle.
So this is one large
Yeah,
dazzle.
just one.
So one area at a time, you can start backing one area. And remember, our dazzles are forgiving. You lay them down on paper, you can pick them back up as long as you don't press down really hard. And you can cut out around that and then add the pink and cut out around that, one layer at a time. I do like that tiny little dragonfly was placed on just a little, I think maybe a hole punch was used to just make this tiny little circle to place it on, because it's foam taped over that. This is kind of cute.
I'm glad you pointed that out. And then we have another right there.
Right.
Let your free spirit
and
soar.
by the way, you can either foam tape or just, if you're going to back those on paper, then you can just glue down the center or
just let that
stick,
yeah.
and you can lift those wings.
Yeah,
That's a great
nice.
idea.
And look at the border. I mean, that's something I think is really extra special about this
Right.
set. They're just beautiful.
Very ornate.
And on the inside,
Oh,
ooh,
fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, well that's what it is. It's fun.
Okay. Now, this is the pink, so it's got hints of the other colors. This one is in the lighter tone. So I just wanted you to see this, because you can go different colors here.
Right.
That black on the front, I think you alluded to that. It's a little deceiving
Right,
that it's not all black.
right.
Yeah, we've got a
So
lot of colors.
it's got all of those colors that you're seeing on the black, but you can definitely isolate one or two colors and change your theme as you like.
Right. And now we have mixing too. Yes, isn't that just stunning?
Okay, that is beautiful. And that is done. I'm pulling out the papers here. So
Okay.
here we go. We've got that large border and just one area isolated, just
Just
that
right there.
piece right there.
Right.
So remember, you can just use little pieces of it and still get a fantastic look.
Now this could be a dazzle, but it is one of the motifs on the paper that was cut out
Right.
and foam taped, and one of the embellishment buttons with one of the dazzles on top.
right on top.
Yeah.
So that's really easy to do, and I just love the little, like little chandelier pieces hanging
down in harmony. That's more, and
Lovely.
again with that wonderful border.
That border, this time the border was backed on paper and cut around. You don't have to do that. It's
Right.
something I want to mention. It is something that you can do. You can cut around the edges or just make a strip of
Yeah.
green, place that down, and you can let that green hang above it, and it looks just as beautiful.
It does, right. So very pretty. Scrapbookers, of course, being 12 by 12 papers. These are ready for you.
Oh, gorgeous. And I love the motif here, which when you see it, you're going to see it like that probably on your Dazzle sheet, and you'll think of it being upright. But
Yeah.
I love turning it sideways on
think-
that photo.
I just think that was such a brilliant idea. I absolutely love it. And I think it's clever to put the swirls underneath, because I think
Right.
that's a separate No, it's part of the same
it's part
piece.
of it. And
Okay.
It's actually sitting right on top
Okay.
to it. That is one dazzle,
Wow.
one amazing dazzle with the paper piecing done there. And then down here in the corner, our little patented sort of technique of cutting away the edges of the artwork and slipping that photo right underneath there.
Just really nice.
Beautiful.
And then you've got those again hanging on from the top of the page, overlapping the photo, and then the in harmony there. That's a nice statement for a family photo.
That's a great scrapbooking
May not be
statement
always
like that.
true, but you know, that's okay. Now we're going back to a card, and this is letting these all hang. Now this is, I think this is, no, it's just a similar one to the one that was on the page. Yeah.
Well, I think it's the exact same one actually, but only the green has been backed on the pink, and then the rest of the dazzle was just placed right on the paper. So you don't have to go to too much work backing those dazzles.
And if you don't want to do the cutting of the paper to do that look, you certainly can just color in those areas.
Perfect. Right. So get out your Spectrum Noir pens, and boy, we have a lot of new different kinds, which actually we're going to be talking about soon.
Right.
And you can just color those in, and that's an easy way to handle that too.
There's the first of our butterfly just fluttering over there.
I love that it's foam tape too, by the way. Those two layers they're separated with foam tape so that they sit up a little bit, and you can really bend them up and get a beautiful effect.
So very pretty. We have another scrapbook page, and this is in the lighter tone again, and wow.
That's so beautiful. I love that ghosting in of those motifs in the back. That's so beautiful.
Now here's an example of one of the large dazzles simply placed, just simply placed there. The pearls and the sequins have been glued on.
And that's from one bottle, from that embellishment bottle. So you've got all of those, and that adds just enough color to draw your eye toward it.
And look at that beneath the photograph. Isn't that stunning?
Yeah, I think that's one big long dazzle too.
And it's just placed there.
Beautiful.
Just nothing done. I like how it's just kind of overlapping the photo or the mat a little bit.
Right. And you can just add some of the flowers, the butterflies, a few more sequins, and then so blessed. Another great statement.
Yes.
Made just perfectly for scrapbooking.
Right, beautifully
or
done.
cards, either way.
Yes, very, very nice. So
okay,
this is our Spice
papers.
Market, butterflies, dazzles, flowers, papers,
ribbons,
and embellishments.
all
All together, all for you.
Yep.